Talking horses today with jockey Mike Luzzi, and a winner of almost 1,000 races, almost 30 stakes races. But you come from a racetrack family, don't you, Mike?
Yes, my grandfather, Buddy Raines, he's a major part of me getting into the game, and racing's been in our family since I can remember.
Have you thought about being a jockey since you were a little kid?
Sometimes, yes. We have a picture back home of my brother and I, John. I was 3, he was 5, and we're down in the tuck position, and we're race riding.
Is John riding now?
Yes, sir. He rides at Delaware Park. One of the leading riders there, really good rider.
Now, Michael, you started the usual way, didn't you? Mucking stalls and working your way up.
I really worked hard for my grandfather, Buddy Raines, Al Darlington of Buckland Farms, and then eventually I came here to Maryland and worked for Eddie Gaudette. And they work you hard all day long, almost 24 hours a day.
But it paid off.
Sure did. They taught me how to work hard. I'm up every morning still, hustling the barns and getting on horses in the morning. And you have to be an energetic person to be a jockey, and they taught me that.
Tell me about your quest for the first winner.
My quest for my first winner, they kind of brought me up the hard way. I rode 72 horses before I win a race. If I ever got close, they wouldn't let me ride the horse back, so I wouldn't win the race. I rode long shots, 80 to 1, 80 to 1, 90 to 1, a lot of long shots. And finally, on like my 72nd horse I rode, he was 80 to 1, he won.
So you finally broke the streak.
Finally.
Oh, you've had some good winners over the years. What's your biggest winner?
My biggest winner, not necessarily my biggest winner. My most favorite winner was this year in the Maryland Million Classic. It was for my grandfather, Buddy Raines, and it was a thrill.
Timely Warning, and what a ride.
It really was. I mean, it was a thrill for me. Buddy's been an idol of mine along with Eddie Gaudette. And it just felt good.
And that was not the first winner you'd had on a Maryland Million day.
That was actually my 3rd Maryland Million winner, one in '89, and one earlier that day. I rode a horse named Sweet Bunny, my wife's favorite horse, so it paid off.
Where'd you meet your wife?
My wife and I met in Aiken, South Carolina.
And you met her before you rode your first race?
Sure did, and she's been with me every step of the way, and she you know, she's the I guess, the puppet. She controls me, and she helped me out a lot.
Buddy told me that the two of you lived in a hayloft for a while.
We lived in a hayloft on Eddie Gaudette's farm for about 9 months. The coldest and hottest time I ever spent. I mean, it was really something. The horses were right below us. We could hear them banging their feed tubs at night, and it was really something. I think that helped me a lot. And
I'm sure that a few mounts came your way after you were named the Eclipse Award-winning jockey, apprentice jockey one year.
That was a real thrill. I had worked hard. I rode days and nights. I rode at Penn National, here, mostly here, Meadowlands, anywhere I could ride to pick up some winners. And I worked hard, and I had a good agent, my agent Joe Berto, and we really worked hard for it, and we had a goal set at the beginning of the year almost. Some people thought I was nuts for saying it, but I had it in sights, and we went for it.
Well, I guess you're an old man now, a veteran at 22. You still having fun with this game?
Yes, sir. I love it. Every day I wake up, I look forward to coming out.
And we look forward to seeing you in the winner's circle real often.
All right.
Talking horses with Mike Luzzi. Sure, more horse talk next week.
All in line, and they're off. And Baron DeVoe quickly out of the starting gate. Along the inside, that's Frugal Doc. Then comes Timely Warning, racing 3rd. Middle of the racetrack, Most Valiant charges up. Past the stands for the first time. Baron DeVoe has the lead by a head. Frugal Doc along the inside. Those two set the early pace, with Timely Warning away from the rail, racing 3rd at this point. A gap of a length and 3/4, and Most Valiant is 4th at the rail. Midas moves through saving ground at the first turn. Cephas is next, and Bluemont Fair at the back of the pack, 7th at this point, about 8 lengths off the leader. And the leader is Baron DeVoe, but there goes Timely Warning on the outside, moving quickly into the 2nd spot. Frugal Doc along the inside is racing 3rd. A gap of 4, and Most Valiant is 5th at this point. Then comes Midas, Cephas, and at the rail, Bluemont Fair. The half in a slow 48 1/5 seconds, and Baron DeVoe trying to stretch his speed the entire 1.25 miles with Joe Rocco aboard the favorite. as you can see, comfortably in front by 1 length. Timely Warning right on his flank now in the 2nd spot. Frugal Doc is 3rd. It's 4 lengths back to the Bud Longshot Most Valiant, who's 4th by 1.5 lengths. Midas is 5th. Cephas has not started his run yet, and Bluemont Fair is 7th and last. Now they're on the far turn, and Baron DeVoe leads it by 3/4 of a length. Timely Warning on the outside is 2nd by 2. Frugal Doc is 3rd. Midas begins to close stoutly between horses. Most Valiant on the outside also picking up the pace, and Cephas behind horses has a little late run in him. At the top of the stretch, Timely Warning charges up on the outside and grabs the lead. Baron DeVoe back into the 2nd spot. Here comes Midas on the outside with a late rush, and down the stretch they come. Timely Warning under a drive, holds the lead by 1. Midas on the outside 2nd. Baron DeVoe is 3rd. Here's the finish of the Maryland Classic. Timely Warning by about 2 lengths. It was Midas on the outside 2nd. Baron DeVoe 3rd. 2 minutes 2 and 4/5 seconds. Buddy Raines wins it, and his grandson Michael Luzzi in the irons for the victory.
And that for Timely Warning, his 2nd straight victory here in this Budweiser Maryland Classic. And Buddy Raines now with the most victories of any trainer in this Maryland Million Series, winning again for owner Anderson Fowler, ridden, as Dave said, by Buddy Raines' grandson Michael Luzzi. Let's take another look, Chelsea, as Timely Warning and Midas complete our Racing Cross America Exactive from Dave and Chelsea.
Well, as they turn for home, Baron DeVoe still had the lead, but he's getting a little limber-legged here, and Timely Warning is storming up in the pink cap on the outside. He's just changing leads now, and when he does, he sort of gets a fresh kick. And he comes through the stretch, a fresh horse. I mean, he really finishes up strong. And the moral of this story is, if you see Buddy Raines in the parking lot at Monmouth, listen to the man.
Buddy Raines, 81 years young. Well, some kind of horseman. Timely Warning, a gelded 6-year-old son of a very fine runner, Caveat. Stallion standing here in Maryland. Timely Warning, unofficial winner for the 2nd year in a row. It looks like he's captured the big prize here, the $200,000 Budweiser Maryland Classic. We'll be back to make things official here at Pimlico. And the Silks of Anderson Fowler on Timely Warning head back towards the winner's circle. You'll see the finish here. Timely Warning by himself. And on top is Michael Luzzi, who's won his 2nd race here on Maryland Million Day number 6 at Pimlico. Timely Warning, his 2nd straight trip to the winner's circle in this event. And let's take a look again at how this son of Caveat got back to the winner's circle in 1991.
Well, the Baron and the yellow cap there, Joe Rocco, he had it all his own way with slow early fractions, 24-1, 48-1 to the half, 112-2. Michael Luzzi in the pink cap stalked the leader and then asked the 6-year-old to pounce. What a satisfying victory this must be for Buddy Raines. A proud one, too, as his grandson, Michael Luzzi, gets into the horse here. In the 2nd half of this act is Midas on the outside, with Rick Wilson getting the place spot. Baron DeVoe held for 3rd, and Most Valiant, who was at 4-1, just didn't fire and finished 4th in the contest. Timely Warning takes the Maryland Classic.
And you take up the winner's circle. There's the grandfather and the grandson. You saw Buddy Raines and that cat just walk by there. Michael Luzzi taking the saddle off of Timely Warning, the winner of the Budweiser Maryland Classic. And there's a good shot of Buddy. I'll tell you, there he is, something else. 81 years old, and it seems younger every time we're around him. Michael Luzzi won the Eclipse Award as the top apprentice rider in the country in 1989. There's Buddy Raines with a smile to the camera, as Timely Warning is our official winner now of the Budweiser Maryland Classic. We just put the prices up on the board. There he is with Anderson Fowler, who's the owner of Timely Warning. And the prices 10:46, 20, and 3 as they completed the 1 1/4 in 2:02 and 4. Midas running 2nd by 23. Baron DeVoe, the favorite, finishing 3rd. The 4-6 exacta returns $50.80. And that's a rundown of the Budweiser Maryland Classic. Timely Warning winning for the 2nd consecutive year here. Some of the presentations getting set here now. Michael Luzzi takes the stand. As he mentioned, that is 2 victories for him. Mrs. Fowler gives him a little kiss there, and I know the granddad is going to be awful proud of him,
Bert
certainly.
Firestone's Chief Huncho in the green and white, but on the lead, the long shot on the inside from Maryland, Anderson Fowler's Timely Warning. They're coming to the top of the stretch. Montubio, Timely Warning, and Chief Honcho stacked across the track with a quarter-mile to run. Challenge My Duty is sent to on the inside. DeRoche is fifth. They're coming down toward the final furlong, and it is Timely Warning bravely holding on to the lead. Chief Honcho on the outside. DeRoche weaving his way through the pack. A 16th to come. Timely Warning still there. Chief Honcho second, 100 yards out, and they're coming down to the line, and Timely Warning pulls off the upset. The 20-to-1 long shot, Timely Warning, goes the distance, not only upsetting the 4-to-5 favorite Chief Honcho, but setting a new track record. Now, if you're a regular follower of Thoroughbred Racing here on ESPN, you'll probably recognize Timely Warning, the winner of the Budweiser Maryland Classic on Maryland Million Day here on ESPN. Anderson Fowler's Timely Warning, 6-year-old son of Caveat, trained by the colorful Buddy Raines. They're shaking the hand of his grandson, the rider of Timely Warning, Michael Luzzi. Sunday's